Hey, Dan and Nikki, it is Tuesday, June 16th, and greetings to the both of you. It's been a while since I made a video. It's always been a while since I made a video. Fortunately, Nikki, you make me feel better because I always make videos at least more frequently than you do, which isn't saying much. I'll grant you that. Dan, that last video you made of that hike you and Justin went on, that was actually probably my favorite hiking video that you've made. Not because Justin was in it. It just was, I don't know, there was something about it, about that setting. It just seemed more beautiful than the others that you've been to. So keep up the good work. It really looked pretty. I'd love to go up there. I don't know how far it is you guys hiked. If it's possible for you and me to go up there when I come out in July. But anyway, let me know. We could set up a little, I don't know, wagon or even a big backpack, and you could carry me in it if you don't mind. Nikki, you're right. Your daughter looked 30 in that speech she gave. It was, they do grow up fast, don't they? So that reminds me of that, gosh, when was that? That was 10-year high school reunion? 15-year high school reunion? Anyway, when we were out golfing, and you probably know this story, and I was golfing with Tom Bishop and a couple of others, and Dan and Sarah and Bryn and Carew come walking up the course. They weren't playing, they were just coming out to say hi. And Tom looks over and sees this woman, and it's like, wow, hey, who is that? And I informed him that that was Sarah's 14-year-old daughter, or however old she was at the time. So 16-year-old anyway. Yes, they grow up fast. I don't know what to say about that other than that. Tonight is the U.S.-Nigeria World Cup match, which I'm going to watch. I've actually really been enjoying watching the Women's World Cup versus the Men's World Cup. Actually, I don't know. Maybe it's because there's just a bit more unpredictability to it. They're not quite as crisp on their passes, so there's a little more... it's just a little more of an open game, at least so far that I've seen. The U.S.-Sweden game was a bit frustrating in that it was just essentially the U.S. playing half field against Sweden, but yet still couldn't score. So anyway, yeah, it was good. Let's see. Changing topics to swimming. Trinona has come and gone, and my team, unfortunately, did not win first. We were up against a team, and actually another Winona team. Oh, I don't even have the trophy here. I was going to show you the trophy. Against another Winona team, the swimmer, his name is Griffin, and he's just finished his freshman year at Winona Senior High, and he's really a fast swimmer, really, really fast. Already had a couple of records. Anyway, it was he was their swimmer, and then two brothers, one biking and one running, also from Winona. Their dad was Galen's Nordic ski coach for a couple of years. So anyway, it was actually really some really nice guys, and it was okay to lose to them. Our bicyclist actually got a flat tire about 2 miles into the race. He was able to fix it, but that still cost him about 5 minutes. I'm not sure we would have actually come out ahead anyway. Griffin had a 2.5-minute lead on me coming out of the water, which not really any surprise, but anyway, but it was fun. It was enjoyable. I have been swimming a lot of open water Tuesday, Thursday mornings, and then Sunday afternoons. We've also been swimming closed water Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturdays, like we usually do up at St. Mary's. But in particular, I've been swimming open water with a guy named Steve Briggs. And Steve is a fairly new swimmer, but he when he was young, when he was in high school, he was an awesome runner. He actually ran a 4:15, I think, mile when he was a freshman in high school. So he's got a huge motor in his chest. But he's just relatively a couple of years new to swimming, and but he and I are, when he's wearing a wetsuit, we're pretty close to the same pace, and so we've been going out swimming a lot. This past Sunday we swam 4 miles. This coming Sunday we're going to swim 5 miles. So it's and and he really makes me work. He really pushes me, and hopefully I push him. But it's been really enjoyable. But with our master swimming group, we've actually become an official USMS, United States Master Swimming Club, which means we have insurance, which means everybody pays USMS dues, and what am I trying to say? And then in addition to that, we all have to pay a monthly fee. And what's that done is that's allowed us to actually hire an official coach. So we actually have an official coach now. His name is Chris Mayer. Chris also coaches the Winona Senior High School boys swim team and the Winona Wizards, which is the local USA swimming team. USA Swimming, it's a national organization. It's essentially for non-school swimmers, but it's for age groupers, age 6 up through 18. It's a competitive swim group. But it's great having a regular coach who coaches us, every day of the week. So, anyway, but one thing that we did recently is Steve, the guy I'm swimming with, Steve Briggs, has a farm that actually had belonged to his parents out just one valley over from where Keith and Virginia live. And he has started doing outdoor events, holding events there, weddings, parties, that sort of thing. And he's got an outdoor brick pizza oven that he's built. So anyway, all this video that is coming is about he had all the swimmers out for a pizza party this past Sunday. So this video is from that. Anyway, as you can see, it was just a beautiful setting. The pizza was great. And it was a really, really nice group. It was a very enjoyable time. Unfortunately, I don't think I didn't mention earlier, but during Trinona, Glenn got cut off by another bicyclist, and he went down, ended up tearing his rotator cuff and an AC joint sprain. So he tried to swim on Monday, a week later, and wasn't really even able to stroke with his right arm. So he's still hurting pretty good. Hopefully he'll be back in the water soon. But anyway, the pizza party was great, and oh gosh, let's see what else has been going on here. With swimming, one thing that I've done is I have developed a 2-beat kick, and I wish I could explain it. I'm gonna see if I can find some video and show you what a 2-beat kick looks like. It'll be hard to point you to that. I'll see if I can embed some video. If not, I'll try to point you to it on YouTube. But a 2-beat kick, essentially that means every time your right arm is pulling, your right leg is kicking down and your left leg is kicking up.
Private family gathering over there?
And so it's a very methodical, let's see if I can set this up. Let's see if I can do it this way. It's a very methodical kick where your legs are literally like boom, 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 boom with every arm stroke. So right arm, left arm, right arm, left arm, and your legs are just back there, just kicking like this. And they're very straight, purely from the hip. And I have found that I really, really liked it. This morning, Steve and I swam 3,000 meters. And not only was I able to do 2-beat kick the whole time, but I was also but I was able to bilaterally breathe, which means you breathe left, stroke, 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 breathe right, stroke, 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 breathe left. And it's a more methodical swimming pace. And I have really felt just a lot more comfortable in the water. Usually when I try to breathe bilaterally, I end up going anaerobic. But with this 2-beat kick, my kick is just so solid back there. You know, I mean, think about it. Usually a 6-beat kick is common. That's what most people do when they swim. And so I'm kicking 2/3 less. And it makes a huge difference in the amount of oxygen your legs use and the amount of energy your legs use. So anyway, I've really been enjoying it. I've got a bunch of races coming up. Nothing in June, but in July, we've got a 2.5 mile swim race over at Devil's Lake, which is where I was climbing a couple of years ago and sent you the Where Am I video. We've got Lake Pepin, so I'm going to do that both ways, so that's 3.4 miles. Then we have, of course, the triathlon out in Washington and Ellensburg. And then I've got a 2.2 mile race in Bayfield and Lake Superior. So all of them I'm really looking forward to. So I think that I will draw this video to a close. I've got the oven on. I'm going to go cook some steaks. And that's my story. I'm sticking to it.